Hi guys out there in YouTube land, Chibi here with Mayhem, which I don't think she's been in a video in for flippin' ever. She is one of my AOD twins, and she is looking up awkwardly, and her head's really hard to move because of the way she is. There you go. She, yeah, I decided to put her in the video because she hasn't been in one in a while, so. Yes, she has crazy chicken hair. My friend loves to make fun of her crazy chicken hair because it's all puffy on one side and she looks like a rooster. But anyways, this video is not about her. It is the latest BJD addicts prompt, which I haven't done a BJD addicts prompt in a while, and I'm attempting to procrastinate to my fullest attempt to the point that I have no sleep tonight. Yay. And it is prompt 32, how do you buy a doll? Now, this is a very different question. A little bit weird. They kind of Simba states that like, how did you buy your first doll, and but also talks about how do you buy dolls. So first, my first doll was my Doll Zone Annie from Junkie Spot, and that doll was before I was heavily into the hobby and found all the tricks to the trade of how I like to look for dolls and stuff like that. So um, that was I saw the doll, I really liked it, but I didn't buy it. I think I saw the Doll Zone Annie close to whenever it originally came out from Doll Zone, and just kept looking at how pretty it was, and I was like, can't have it, want it, can't have it, want it, can't have it. Life goes to hell. I have money. Buy stuff. I think a huge factor in like how I bought that particular doll was she was in stock, and I wanted her so much, so bad, and there really was no how-tos. I didn't look at owners' pictures. I didn't think to look at owners' pictures. I didn't do any of the stuff that you should do when buying dolls. I just saw her in stock at the Junkie Spot, and I think I put her in my cart like 3 times, then went away from the website, put her in stock in my cart, and was like, I'm gonna get it. No, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Yes, I can. And eventually, I finally bought it. I bought her, and it was crazy. And then I told my family that I live with that I bought her because I knew if I told them beforehand that they would think I was absolutely mentally insane for buying a doll that cost that much. And now you know, if you watch my videos, I have lots of dolls, pretty expensive dolls. So, and my family does think I'm crazy. Okay. But anyways, to go on to the other part of the prompt, which is how do you buy dolls, just not your first doll. Um, when I'm buying dolls, I first kind of look more at the dolls that I can buy from distributors within the U.S. Junkie Spot, Denver Doll Emporium, and Mint on Card. I do this because A, the shipping is way cheaper, generally about half the price or less, or more than half the price, like, because I know that like certain companies charge outrageous amounts for shipping from direct from them. And then I will, I look at those sites. I do look outside of the distributors as well, and generally I look at a lot of owners' pictures. Even like I have a bunch of people in groups that I follow on uh, DeviantArt, and a lot of times I found dolls that I was just like looking at that doll going, what is that doll? Where did you get that doll? Oh god, I like that doll. Um, and recently that's how I found a lot of the dolls that I'm really in love with. And the process for me at this point is put it on my wish list and see if it sticks. I have a long wish list on my Den of Angels account, and it changes periodically because I see a doll and I'm like, puts on wish list and see if it sticks. And I'm kind of keeping my head wrapped around a like schedule. Like you have this doll on layaway now, so you have to I have to wait until it's done, or at least till I'm in a better place, and then I'll, you know, move on to the next doll. So uh, I don't really know how to answer this question. I just really wanted to procrastinate, which is ridiculous. Let's see. On the how-tos, if you're new to the hobby, I would really suggest not getting addicted to layaway too soon. I at one point in time said I would never put a doll on layaway, ever. That's how I started this hobby. I'm like, no layaway. And then Mint on Card destroyed my soul, because they have a 6-month layaway, which is the longest one they do, and you can do it with anything over a certain price. And I gave in and did layaway on an in-stock doll, which was my ring doll Jessica, and she was the full set and everything. And I was like, she's in stock, and ring doll's gone mental at the time, which I don't know if they've really recovered or not, if you consider where they're at now, recovery or not. But and I've got this thing now where I put a doll on layaway because it makes me feel a little bit better about how much I'm spending on the dolls, and also the weight. I don't feel as urged about how long the dolls take to get here if I'm still paying on the doll. So I kind of, like, right now I'm still waiting for my Leak World Michaela that I paid in full for Denver Doll Emporium, thinking that it would take a month because that's generally how long Leaky World takes when you buy direct from them. So I was like, okay, probably a month and a half, 2 months most. Since they normally take, well, what I was looking at on the forums looked like they were taking about a month to get dolls out. Now in week 7 of my wait, after, I'm like, okay, what happened to this? What is box happening? I want my doll. Kind of wish I'd put her on layaway because it'd make me feel better. But also, I try to not have more than one doll on layaway at one time unless I have no other choice. I guess in the how-tos, I love, love, love to wait for events. Events are great. I have sold almost all the event items I've ever gotten. Some of them I did initially intend to keep, but decided in the long run that it really wouldn't benefit me at all, and I needed the money. So I think I've only got one event item left that I haven't sold, and that is a little fee Chiwu vampire faceplate. And that's because I really want to get that faceplate face up. And it's going to be the Lash's other face, depending. But let's see. I don't know. It's kind of a random prompt. It's a little bit harder to answer. I've kind of skipped most of the ones that I thought were harder to answer, and I was like, I'm gonna try this one anyways. It's not really working out for me, is it? Another thing of my how-tos is I love to look on the secondhand market, eBay, mostly eBay, and Den of Angels, for my dolls, because then sometimes some dolls have a lot of resale value, like more than what you paid for them, depending on the company and how available the doll is, and some have like no resale value at all. And I kind of, when I was early or in the hobby before I had access to the Den of Angels marketplace, kind of wish that I had been able to get a hold of the, like, because now I see the doll I bought full price on Den of Angels for like cheaper, and I'm like, I could have waited, but I was impatient. So, but I'm gonna end off here so I don't ramble for eternity for no apparent reason at all. I'm already gonna have like zero sleep tonight because I'm procrastinating so much, but um, I guess at least you got to see Mischief. She hasn't been seen or Mayhem, Mischief's twin sister. Um, yeah, believe it or not, exact same face mold. I kind of want to get them. I kind of want to modify their existing default face ups just so they look a little bit more different. I think I'm gonna add like some piercings to Mayhem. But yeah, she's got her big old cargo boots and her doll heart outfit. And she's interesting. I don't know if I've ever introduced their characters. If not, I will eventually introduce their characters. But anyways, eh.